What's going on, you guys? So I didn't get too many videos out last week. I think I only got 2 out or whatever. But back in the garage, doing some work on the car. I didn't get any new parts in, so I don't really have anything I can bolt on, but there is still a ton of fab work to do on this thing. So I think what I'm going to do today is build a heat shield for the coolant lines that come off the block to protect them from the heat of the turbo. So let's get started. So basically what I'm thinking here is build a shield that'll come down, kind of come over here, go across, and then kind of protect this section up over here. Probably have it bolt onto the cylinder head here and here, and then the extension piece will probably do a connection right over there. Now I got my construction paper here, so I'm going to get started and build a template and figure out what works best, and then cut it up out of aluminum. So I cut a cardboard template for this thing, and then I put it on there, and I didn't really like the way it looked. But I thought, maybe once I cut it out of aluminum, it'll look better. So I cut it out of aluminum and kind of gave it some rough bends just to fit it up in there before doing any finished metal work on it or anything like that. And realized I really don't like the way it's looking in there. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I mean, I haven't cut it to fit properly yet or bent it properly or anything like that, but I just don't like the way that looks compared to how that looks. On top of just aesthetics, getting it in here is a real pain. Now, one thing that I always take into consideration when I'm building something is it needs to easily be serviceable. It can't be difficult to work on. When you're in the pits and if something goes wrong, you got to take something apart, it's got to be easy to work on. And that is kind of a bitch to get in and out. You factor in the exhaust being really hot. If you need to remove that for something, it's going to be a nightmare to get in and out of there. So, I mean, I think this is the first video where I started a video and I'm just going to bail on what I said I was going to do. I mean, on these hoses here, I have the heat tape stuff on it, and that'll work. And then I remembered they actually make heat wrap for a end line like this. So I'm just going to put the heat wrap stuff on it. And, you know, with heat wrap on the headers here, you know, I hate using heat wrap, but if I need to, that's what I'll do. Then it should be fine. It'll still be easy to work on. It will keep the heat out of the coolant tubes. And you know, the biggest thing is just being easy to work on. So originally I didn't even know if I was going to put this video out, but you know, there's a lot of people out there that put out the content of them doing stuff and when everything goes right. So I'm just putting this video out here because I want to show you it doesn't go right all the time. You know, sometimes you have an idea in your head And then you realize halfway through that stuff goes wrong. And on this build, that's happened a lot. I've started to do something that I realized this isn't going to work. And that's why I'm putting this video out, is just so you guys can see that aspect of it. And, you know, all the time I just wasted, material I wasted, but the end result of me knowing that's not going to work and coming up with a better option is worth it, and it's worth the wasted time. And you know, I could probably still salvage some of that material for something else in the future, but yeah. So unfortunately, there is not going to be any progress made on the car today. Not for doing what I said I was going to do anyways, and that's going to be it for this one. So subscribe to the channel if you're new, and follow the build along. Like the video if you liked it. Maybe some people like seeing me fuck up and make mistakes, and you know, when shit doesn't go as you planned. So if you're into that, like the video, and I'll catch you guys later.